I've made a community post that I would be live at 7. It is 7:06 p.m. Central Standard Time. Here, I have had some hardcore technical difficulties going wrong for the past like 15 minutes. Can't get anything to work right. I'm still trying to get my laptop to come on, or it's on, but it's messed up. Something's wrong with it. Uh, let's see. Something's up with the Wi-Fi. I don't know what the heck is going on. I've never had this problem. It doesn't want to connect, which is weird. It was just connected, and then it was like cut off, and then the the lighting messed up, and then the the phone keeps falling down. So just having a lot of problems right now. So that's all right. Just have to shut the computer down and retry it at another time. Let's see. We don't got anybody watching yet. Oh yeah, we do. We got 6 people. I never check. I just assume. How's everybody doing tonight? I don't normally go live from inside the house, as y'all have seen. I'm usually in my truck or something like that, and usually the phone is overheating and stopping the live. So this evening, I am trying to go live in here for about 20 or 30 minutes just to meet some some new people. And we got a lot of new people here to the channel, and some of y'all I haven't had the pleasure of speaking with yet live. So, I just try to go live at different times when I can, and hopefully we can get to catch up. I get to know y'all get to know me a little bit, and so that's what's going on. Hey, what's going on? I'm doing great. I'm doing good. Today was an awesome day. So, as usually every day's an awesome day. I'm alive. I can move my hands. I can see. I can hear out of one ear at least. So, everything's going great. Going great. You related to Jesus' brother? I'm not sure. I may be. Let's see if this Wi-Fi is going to pull back up. I'm trying to get it to come up because my eyesight's really bad. I'm supposed to wear glasses technically, but I don't. I don't like the way I look in them. I used to wear them a couple years ago. There's a couple videos like way back of me wearing glasses, and everybody thought I looked good, but I just don't, I'd rather wear contacts, and I can't wear contacts. They irritate my eyes. So I just walk around half blind. So if you see me like, what do you say? That's why. Thank you. I appreciate that. W. Hi, it's my first time ever on live chat. Well, welcome, Gretchen. We're glad to have you here to the what's going on there? Glad to have you here on the Cup of Joe show. Like I said, I don't normally go live from inside, but here we are. Let's see. You wear glasses too? That's all. See, I like glasses on women. Yeah, it's great. It's great. But like I said, I was trying to pull up my YouTube channel on my computer right here, so I don't have to be squinting and all that stuff. Let's see if it's gonna work now. All right, looks like it's gonna do something here. What's my channel? Cup of Jizzle, Twizzle. Yeah. Cup of Joe. Yeah, what are y'all up to this evening? It is 7:10 p.m. here where I am. Here in Tejas. I'm from Texas. Any of y'all ever been to Texas? There's nothing to do here, so don't feel bad if you've never came here. I don't mean to talk bad about my own state, but I don't like it. I don't mean to talk bad about my own state. Whoa, here we go. Turn that volume down. Oh, all right. Got my volume off. That way I can just, anyway. The UK. I'm coming back to the UK. Yeah, we're actually planning 2 trips of coming back. We've been twice now. Let's see, where were we? Liverpool Street and Hammersmith Station. We were staying over there by Hammersmith Station in London. I should clarify that I'm talking about London. So yeah, that's pretty cool stuff. Looking forward to coming back. Oh, comments are way over here. Come on, dude. Really? I keep having trouble all night. This is crazy. This is and it shows me what happens after it happens. My computer's on like a 5 second delay over here. So if I mess up, I get to see myself mess up on the little computer right here. Let's see. Might just have to read it off of the phone anyway. Let's try this. I'm registering for school, going for my bachelor's in early childhood education. That's awesome, brown girl. Love to hear that. You're writing like crazy right now. Oh man, I didn't know that. People in London bite their bottom when they wipe. Okay. All right. Yeah. Let's see. What we got here? Tykees Jenkins. Hello, Joe. I love your channel, and I'm a new subscriber. Sending love from Indiana. That's awesome. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the channel. Glad to have you here. I know many of y'all are new to this channel, and many of y'all, this is y'all's first time seeing me go live, and that's why I go live, at different times, because I know we got people from all over the world that watch the Cup of Joe show, and I'm really appreciative of that. And you never know when somebody's working or whatever, so I don't like make set times. I don't do set times every week or whatever. I just kind of go live when I can, and try to meet new people and stuff. So let's see, Renita, what's going on, Renita? Yeah, an Amish Kindle. Yeah, when I wear this shirt, I've been called a lot of stuff. People are like, "Man, you look like a pirate, and you look like a Viking," and all kind of stuff. So yeah, this is my movie shirt for a different cowboy. I'll have suspenders on as well. It's supposed to be like 1800s style, but you know, I rock it. See how Civil War. Oh, Civil War, huh? Oh well, okay. The ladies disagree. What's up, Princess Lady? Get out of here. I'm retired and trying to enjoy life and my granddaughters. That's awesome. Oh, Civil War in England, really? Oh man, I did not know that. Thank you, Angela. Let's see, this is my face. I'm Cadet. Oh yeah, Cadet. What's going on, Cadet? I know you. You're from Brooklyn. Yep, Brooklyn, New York. Nah, this shirt goes hard. This shirt's hardcore, you know. So sorry if you can't rock it yourself and you're, you know. It's all good. It's all good. It's all love here. But yeah, but unfortunately a lot of men don't like my shirt, and they cry about it a lot. So but it takes a lot of confidence to wear this shirt, especially out in public, because I see the way they look at me, and that's too bad if they don't like it. Well, I don't care. More people like it than don't. So you know, it's all good. Couldn't rock it. That's all good. Hey, what's up, Jess? Thanks for subscribing. Uh, but what are y'all up to right now? I don't have anything in particular to say. I just like to go live from time to time and see what everybody's doing. Answer some questions. Anybody have any questions for me? From Florida. Yeah, I want to go to Florida. I was just watching a video earlier on Florida. I haven't been. I used to want to live in Florida when I was younger, but I heard wouldn't be that good of an industry for me to work in. When will you start your mini series? So with that, we're doing a movie right now that's called Ballistics, and I play on the SWAT team. And as soon as we finish that, we're going to be finishing that this month. Later this month, we're going to be finishing the main scene, and after that, the producer and director of that movie want to take on my movie, and they said they want to get started like as soon as October. But the thing about that is my book, it doesn't take place in October. It takes place in the summertime. So I don't know. There may be, I mean, there's a few scenes that we could start on, but it takes place in the heat of summer and out west and in the desert. It's got to be very dry and not gloomy and rainy and all of that stuff. So hoping to, hopefully have it out by summer of 2025 though, because it's going to take a while to get everything done. Ryan's in Boston. All right, never been there either. How are you feeling about your movie coming out? Well, I've got a couple movies that I'm in right now. They're coming out. Let's see. The newest one would be that's gonna be Mr. Gates. That's a movie to bring awareness to sex trafficking and racism, stuff like that. Police brutality. So it's coming out, I think, at a good time. It's a message that people need to hear. Uh, what else? Then I'm in a movie called The Broken Vessel. That one's a little more uh, rough. I'll say that. That's a rough movie. That's a very very rough movie, but it's gonna be good. I'll just say that my part's good. I know that, and we got some scenes in that movie. I'll just leave it at that. There's not much I can say about it. That one should be on Tubi fairly soon. I hope within just a couple of months. But I like my scene in that movie. I like my part. Um, so that's cool. And like I said, I'll be making my movie hopefully um, this year for sure. Let's see. Um, I let's see, Big Shingo. I would consider Georgia very country. Yes, I've been to Georgia. My mom's from Georgia. Most of my family's in Georgia, and yes, I mean I don't know about Indiana. I've never been to Indiana. I don't even really know much about Indiana, but Georgia is definitely country. When I think of country, I do think of Georgia in my mind. I know it's more country than Texas, that's for sure. Let's see. Let's see here. Zach Galifianakis. I think I'm saying that word right. No, I'm not. I am not. Oh, whoops. There we go again. I don't have a very good thing for this phone right now. Let's see. Thank you, Brown Girl. Appreciate that. Advice for someone that is interested in becoming a business owner. Well, I'll tell you like everybody tells me, make sure you got insurance for whatever business you're in, get liability insurance. Um, Make sure you do it legally, get if you're working under something other than your name, of course, get a doing business as license, DBA. That's what I started out as a sole proprietor. I did that for a few years. I skipped an LLC and went straight to an incorporation. So just but just don't, I mean, the first few years of my business were pretty hard. Actually, they're still hard right now, but I'm still going. You just being an entrepreneur and a business owner. Sometimes it is true that you got to put in a lot more work than everyone else, and I mean, to me, that's not a problem. If you're serious about it, you can do it. And even through the hard days, don't stop. Keep going. I've had a lot of people tell me to give up because things get hard, but don't give up. If you're wanting to start a business that you're passionate about, keep going no matter what. That's my advice. That's what I do. I keep going through the hard times, through the good times, and everything will work out. But for sure, go for it. Don't let anybody discourage you from doing it. Let's see. Hi again from Iowa. Ever been to Arkansas? Family from there. Can't wait to see your movie. All the best to you. Making steak, broccoli, and mac and cheese for dinner when I ran across your notification. Awesome. I have been to Texarkana. I've been to Texarkana and Little Spring, Arkansas. Um, I'd like to go back someday to check out the rivers and stuff like that. My mom's been a few times, and she was sending me some pictures and stuff when she was there. And it looks like there's a lot of really really nice um, rivers and stuff like that. So I'd be interested in seeing the country parts of Arkansas. So yeah, but I haven't been in probably like 20 years. We went up there and we were like digging for diamonds at this state park or something that was on the news one time here. So, but we didn't find any. I think I found like a cubic zirconia or something. I was like maybe, I don't know, 6 or 7. I'm 31 now. So, for all those who have asked my age, I know I've been getting a few comments in the videos, and I mean, there's so many comments that I can't answer all of them. I try to answer as many as I can, you know, stuff floating around. I try to answer as many as I can, but I just can't get to all of them. And same with emails. I'm getting a lot of emails, a lot of emails. So I will get back to you. If you've emailed me and I haven't got back to you yet, I will get back to you as soon as I can. And I try to read. I do read every single comment. I mean, every single night I sit down for like an hour and I try to go through every single comment on my videos. You know, so I try to respond to y'all because what y'all say does matter to me. Proud of you for not giving up despite your hardships and skeptics. Yes, absolutely. Thank you. Morocco? No, I have not actually. Never been to Morocco. Still young. Yeah, I've most people think that I'm a lot older than I look. I don't know if that's just because my level of maturity or whatever, but um, a lot of people have always assumed that about me. I don't know why, but maybe I do look older. Maybe I look like 36, 37 is what I've been told. I've even been called 40 one time. Somebody's like, you got to be at least 40, right? And I was like, no. I'm like, and that was when I was like 28, 29. So I would love it there. Yeah, I bet I would. That'd be awesome. Hey, what's up, RN? Thank you for the call. I'm trying to grow the mustache out and keep the beard a little bit trimmed. I'm trying to find that look for my movie. For a different cowboy. Back then a cowboy would have a big mustache and maybe a 5 o'clock looking shadow. But I'm not gonna go like any lower than this. So uh but I mean, my movie will be if y'all haven't heard of it or anything. I did write a book. I'm working on the second book, and like I said, I'm not here to sell the book or anything. When I talk about it, I'm not here to sell it. because nobody needs to buy it. It's free. It's I've narrated it on YouTube, so you can go to my channel, go to my playlist, and click on a different cowboy. It's an interracial Western love story, and it takes place in the 1800s. She's a former slave, he's a cowboy. They meet each other, they fall in love. So not only do they have to fight to keep their love alive, but they have to fight to keep each other alive. And so there's a part one and a part two. People love part one so much, they were like, why did you end the book right there? Keep it going. So I wrote a whole second book, and I think we just got to chapter 12 on that one. There's going to be 13 chapters. So, but I like the second one way better, but you got to get through the first one to understand really what the love story is. And people keep asking me, are you still romantic? Yes, I am, and this book proves it. This is a very romantic book. Very, very romantic. So, thank you, Holly. Holy roll. Holy roly. Got it. My eyesight's so bad. Holy roly. Got it. That's awesome. I like that name. Uh, but yeah, just, you don't got to buy the book. It is for sale if you want it. It's on Amazon. It's called A Different Cowboy by Joe Jones. But there's still some work that needs to be done to it. The cover is ridiculous. I don't think I have a copy right here. I don't. But, the book is great, and that's what we're turning into a movie. And that will be played by Alicia. Many of y'all seen her on my channel. That's my ex-girlfriend. So she will be playing the main character, Tessa, and I will be playing the cowboy. The other main character, his name is Johnny. So this will be the shirt that I wear. It's very 1800s. I'll have some suspenders on, an older cowboy hat, stuff like that. So, we're going to be riding horses and all that stuff. Let's see. RN, I'm a registered nurse. Awesome. Greetings from California. The shed and your team made is awesome. I'm jealous with a smile. Well, thank you. Felina, I sure appreciate that. I wish people here in Texas felt the same way. Let's see. All right, laser, gotcha. Sell the hell out of it. Nothing wrong with that. Well, I was trying to sell it at one point, when I was working on it and stuff, and it didn't sell. Like the book, I think I published it like 3 years ago now, and it's only sold like 8 copies. So I pretty much, I just want people to hear the story. I think the story is more important than anything, than sales or anything like that. I love to write. That's one of my hobbies. And of course, I love black women. If you're new to this channel, you don't know that. I love black women. That's really what this channel is about, is protecting black women, building black women up, And I want to say this as well, because I've had some comments. I've had a lot of people tell me I look like Robin Thicke. A lot. And John B., is that his name? And Gerard Butler. So those are the top 3. But I want to say this, because I've had some comments where people do, I guess, kind of take me the wrong way. And they're like, bro, you don't, you're not the, what's the word? They'll say, like, you're not the advocate for black people or black women, or who are you to speak for black women? So I just want to clear some things up for all those people that are thinking that. And like I said before, I am not, you're right, I'm not an advocate. I'm not a savior for black women or anything like that. I'm not trying to be. I am just a normal dude who has seen the injustice that black women go through day after day, century after century, especially in this country, America. So I'm just a normal dude, right? I'm just somebody trying to carry the voice of black women that has for centuries gone unheard for far too long. So I'm just trying to use my platform to get their voices out there, but I will just leave that where it is. If there's something that can be done, then I will do it. I'm about to make a video where I leave a link in the description to pass the black hate crime bill. I have signed that personally myself. And, I want that law to get passed. Why wouldn't I? So, Um, yeah, I'm wondering the same thing. I see that comment, but I mean, there's no need for any of that in this chat. You know, we're not gonna we're not gonna talk like that. That's racism, and that is not allowed on this channel in any form from anybody. You know, so you can leave. We're not gonna allow that on this channel. But so that's that's the gist of what this channel is for. Um, and I've been going. Wow. Um, I've been making videos for. I've been making videos for a few years now, and I'm working on getting a better camera for you guys. I'm just filming off my iPhone now. Once I get my better camera back in my possession, then we'll go back to making short films and stuff like that for y'all. But let me know in the comments, like, what brought you to this channel. Um, you know, because I've got a couple things. Uh, I've got a couple things. I've got a couple things that I want to address. Now, I know a few people, because I don't want to mislead anybody or anything like that. So yes, first off, I used to be a pastor. I am not a pastor anymore. Now, with that being said, does that mean I'm not a Christian? Absolutely not. I'm still a Christian. That will never change. I'm still a follower of Christ. Obviously, I still spread his message on here. Let me put the pen down. I keep clicking. That's probably annoying. So I used to be a pastor. Now, there are times where I will get on this channel and, I'll do like a sermon or whatever. I'll just spread the message. I'm just a messenger. Um, so, those type of videos, maybe that brought you to this channel, and that's great, because they are here. Um, I do have videos about God, and I do plan on making many more. But I don't want somebody to think that this is only a Christian based channel and that's it. That's not what this is. This is a Christian man who has a YouTube channel. So, you know, this channel is about a lot of things. I've said in the past that this channel is the Cup of Joe show, but it's like the Cup of Joe buffet. There's something here for everybody, right? We've got videos on construction. We've got videos on God and Jesus, obviously, of course. And we've got a lot of videos on black women and things that pertain to black women and, protect black women and building black women up. I've made a lot of videos on missing black women because I want to bring attention to this stuff over the years, because that's the type of stuff I feel like is not talked about enough, especially from my community, if you want to put it that way. White people, I don't see many white people saying anything. What I've seen a lot of white people say behind closed doors is, well, that's their problem. Why are you getting involved in that? And I think that's ridiculous when people say that. That's not the type of man I am. I think that it is a human problem. And if you're an American, I believe this is an American problem where American women are being kidnapped and beat and killed and treated, wrongly. And I think if anybody has a problem with me speaking out against that, then something's wrong with them, in my opinion. I don't see why people are like, that's their problem. If their women are going missing, then what does that have to do with you? I mean, where's the humanity at? I've said that time and time again. That's just ridiculous. I don't have to be black to care about black people. And you don't have to know somebody to help somebody. So, let's see. I have 2 mixed children, and you caught my attention because I wish more white people that do understand could explain why calling out racist things is not an insult, it's correction. Yeah, and I get a lot of people that say I'm judging people when I speak against racism, and that's just crazy. I mean, when, uh, when did we go so far away from what's right and what's wrong that good men are now scared to stand up and speak up for what's right? I mean, and really, when did they ever for black women? I don't, at least in this country, I don't, I can't really. I mean, yeah, there's a few, but you know, it just seems like when did we become silent? Um, so some people say, well, you're just making videos and that's not doing anything for any community. That's not helping people. Well, the thing about that is, I'm bringing awareness to what's going on, and I don't see anybody really doing that. So if I can help in any way, then I'm going to do that. And these people that say this, they don't know what I do outside of this channel. They don't know me. I do lots and lots of things, um, but I don't have to explain that, because the people that I do help in my own community, they know who I am. They know what I do and they know what I stand for. This is just another way to get the message out to the world where, maybe in the UK that I can't just go over there whenever I want and help people out. So let me spread the message so the people that are there, they can do their part, and I'll do my part here. I'll do my part in America, and I'll sign whatever petitions y'all send to me that support black people, whatever it may be. I'm all for that. You know, um, let's see. My man looks like the dude from Transformers. Transformers. Okay, okay. The Oracle T. Thelma Andrews. What's going on, Thelma? Good to see you. Yes, he can. And he has. I am saved. Absolutely. I agree. Jesus, eternal life. Thank you. Joe, this is one of the main reasons I joined your channel, because of the love you have for black women. You truly are a blessing and amazing guy. Thank you very much. And I'll find one of those videos because it's a thing I do. It's called Joe News. It's kind of like, this is Joe News, This is Joe News today. So sometimes it's like we do funny stuff. I haven't done it in a really long time. But sometimes it was funny news, and then sometimes it was very serious. We would actually talk about serious subjects, and we would talk about things that I felt that were not being put out there on mainstream news. So we would, from time to time, find black women that are missing, and we will put it on the Joe News, and just to bring awareness, because these women, they could still be out here, they could still be alive, and they still matter. And that's not the Sonia Massey video. That's not the only time that you're going to hear me speak of her, because I don't want that to just kind of get pushed under the rug and then everybody forgets about her. That's not right. To me, I think that we need to keep pressing. We need to keep pushing for things to change in America. We need to bring awareness to people, because I'm telling you, there are people walking around that are literally not thinking about this. There are still people. I know there's people in my family that have not even heard of this Sonya Massey thing. I say it to them like, "What do you think?" And they're like, "Who? Who's that? What happened? I don't know." You know, it's just crazy, and so that means that there's not enough awareness getting out. There's not enough people that know about this. And if there's not enough people that don't know about that, that's not good. Not everybody watches the news. So, you know, uh, I haven't heard of that yet, Thelma, but I will check into that. That was another thing. We're going to be making a video on that soon, because there is a staggering amount of children that are abused and all kinds of things like that, and it's because there's not enough people doing stuff. We're all adults here in this live, and we've all got to do our part. Also, there's a lot of people that, I understand your frustration, right? I get a lot of comments that are just like, just give up, bro. Nothing's gonna change in this country. We've been going through this for centuries. Nothing's gonna change. Just stop. Well, I disagree with you. Respectfully, I disagree because I feel like we can change the world. What if we are that generation that literally changes the world? And some people say, well, you're just one man, you can't do much. Well, maybe you're right, but uh united we stand. We can come together and we can make stuff happen. I don't know what. Hey, you tell me. We can make stuff happen in this country, in this world. We can change the world. There's been men that have changed the world. I mean, look at Martin Luther King. He started just as him, and then he had a whole army with him, and they changed things in America. That it doesn't have to stop there. But it's going to take us being united. You know, and I'm speaking to white people now. If you're white, we've got to stand with our brothers and sisters. We can't just, we got to stop all this. Oh, that's not my problem. That's their community. Let them deal with it. We got to stop that. And if you don't know much about the black community, I urge you to check in and start learning stuff. Learn stuff about your brother and sister and other nationalities, other ethnicities. Don't just be so narrow minded and set on your own ethnicity and your own. Here we go with the phone call. Somebody trying to call me, and it's gonna mess up my live. I hope she doesn't keep calling. Um, yes, I mean, it's like, why would we ever think that things can't change? Why settle and just be like, it's not gonna change? You know, I I don't want that for my daughter. My daughter is mixed. She's half black. My ex-wife is black. My girlfriend's black. So I don't want the way things are going to continue. I don't want my kid to grow up in the this country with the way it is right now. If there's something I can do about it, I'm gonna do something about it. Whether, like I said, whether it's signing petitions and putting them out here on YouTube or making videos to bring awareness to what's going on around the world or whatever it may be, you know, I'm going to do it. That, I mean, everybody. I'd like to encourage everybody from every ethnic race. Black men and women have been targeted for a very, very long time. He said, like I said, it's not just black women, it's black men as well. I mean, you hear more about the black men that are killed in this country, like all the time. It's crazy. They matter, black women matter. So, uh, it's just, it's crazy. Thank you, Brown Girl. I appreciate that. I love this shirt too. This is my favorite shirt. This shirt's getting a lot of attention tonight. But let's see. I mean, a better policy. I mean, we just, we like the dude with Sonia Massey. I mean, that could have easily been prevented, you know, if the dude was fired from, what was it, 4 agencies or 6 agencies in 4 years or something like that for just, lying on police reports and harassing people or whatever and wanting to be in the room while a woman was strip searched and all kind of stuff. Uh, it That dude should have been stripped of his badge from the very first police department he was fired from. I think if you're fired from a police department, then you should never have the chance to become a cop anywhere else. Because what did you do that was so bad that you had to be fired? And why are you given the chance to be a cop somewhere else? You know, it just doesn't make any sense to me. If he's doing things like this, plus he had 2 DUIs, plus he was dishonorably discharged from the military. And like I said before, if you can't serve your country, how the hell are you going to serve your city? I mean, what the hell are we doing? What kind of people do we have running around in uniforms? So yes, I think that the police departments are failing miserably with their training. with the whole Sonia Massey thing. I mean, the dude whipped out his gun because she said, "I rebuke you in the name of Jesus." So it made him so mad, that words made him so mad that he whips his gun out and kills this lady. I mean, like one guy said in the comments, he said he was a police officer 30 years, and he never had to pull his gun on anyone. And he said the reason was because they used to teach us psychology, and he's like, we were able to de-escalate situations and stuff like that. And what she said didn't even it wasn't even escalated. It was a very just basic comment. She said it very calm. She wasn't screaming at him. She wasn't acting erratic. He was acting erratic, you know? And it's just like, well, what the hell is he even doing on the police force? I mean, and the scary thing is, these guys are everywhere. I've ran into some very bad cops myself that I was worried that something's going to happen to me. And I'll make a video on that probably this week, now that I think of it, because I had I've had a few run-ins with police, and yeah, I mean they definitely do lie, and you know, let's see, yeah, 6 times, three DWIs, member of, hold on, where'd it go? I don't know where it went. The comment. I think it got deleted. But yeah, I mean, it's just it's crazy. You know, it's crazy. I mean, and the thing is, it's true. Everybody knows it. You see a black person pulled over, and they got 3 or 4 cop cars behind them. Because uh, because a registration sticker is expired. At least in my town, that's what they do. I'll see 3 or 4 cops, and I'm like, really? What, like, what are you doing? And that's completely unnecessary. It happens all the time. People say stuff like that all the time in our community page. They're like, man, I had 3 cops pull up because my registration sticker was out. Like, what's going on here? So absolutely. I mean, there's more going on here. Yes, he absolutely should. You damn right his boss should step down, because he failed. He failed the Massey family. He failed Sonia herself. He should absolutely step down. Yeah, it is sad, Sarah. And all this crap, about police immunity. Let me just say, I'm completely against that. I think that is complete crap. I will never support that, ever. Ever. I agree. When he said, don't even get your medical kit, and he's like, oh, okay, or whatever. He just doesn't even go get it. This woman was still breathing. She had a chance that she possibly could have survived. But the dude's like, don't even get your medical kit. Just let her F, and let her what? Yeah, well, let her what? And he's like, I'm gonna go get it. I'll go get mine. And he goes out there, and he's like bending over and huffing and puffing and cussing. He's like stops and looks around the yard. He's looking down the street, you know. And then he's like opening his trunk, looking in there like he doesn't know where it is. And then, I think another cop pulls up or something. He grabs his kit and he puts it back down. And he's like, oh, yeah, whatever. Just wasting time, And it's almost like he wanted her to die because he knew he was wrong. And he didn't want her to be able to testify against him. So that's what I think. That's what I think was going on. And why? And the main question is, why didn't he have his body cam on? He should have been. You should get fired for not having your body cam on. I mean, isn't that the point of why we have them? Why are you allowed to turn it off ever? You should never be if you turn off your body cam as a cop, you should be fired immediately. If it gets cut off it for any reason, it should be fired. Should be fired. You know. So I mean, there's a lot of things, that that have to do with that, so so that's my take on that. But yeah, I mean, I'm definitely not done with that, and also um, I'm going to be bringing awareness to other things like this because there's a lot of stuff like this that goes unheard. You know, she's not the only black woman that's been killed, um, wrongfully murdered. Excuse me, this year. I'm sure this has happened many places, and this is just one that, thank God, got national attention. But hopefully this will be the end. This hopefully this won't happen again. This country needs very, very much prayer, and we need change. We do. We need change. We need some serious change. And that's not going to happen until everybody comes together and agrees you know that there's a problem. Because to not say something is to say something. So the people that see injustice going on and choose not to say anything or do anything about it, choose not to vote to put a stop to it, then they're not helping. Of course, they're not helping. So I'll just say that. Yeah, yeah, racism. And I get so many comments. I get a lot of comments in videos, that sometimes I just go in there and delete them because you know, they're pretty bad. You know, I get emails, comments. Lots of people express that they don't like me. I won't even say some of the things I've been told. Um, but that's just part of it. Yeah, sometimes you got, yeah, I do too, Mercy. you know, so this world needs Jesus. We got to learn to love our neighbor, as Jesus said. It's that simple. I mean, even if you're not a Christian, that's some of the greatest words ever spoken. Love your neighbor as you love yourself. You can't disagree with that. It's good advice, whether you believe in him or not. It's good advice. You so I don't know. Maybe we'll do another. Um, maybe we'll do another Joe News this week, um, because there's a lot of stuff going on that needs attention brought to it. So maybe we'll set that up for tomorrow or something. I'm not sure, but right. So you know, but that's pretty much all I want to say. I just wanted to get in here and talk to y'all, and I have not seen that, Cadet. What's up, Coco? Glad you caught the live. You're right at the end of it, but I'm glad you stopped by. Mm-hmm. Well, well, you know, here at the Cup of Joe show, we're gonna keep doing what we do, and we're just gonna keep bringing attention to important matters. You know, because it's funny. I made that video, and I held that. I took that picture. It was in the thumbnail, but I took that picture like probably 3 years ago. I made that sign, Black Women's Lives Matter, and so many people are offended by it. So many people got mad about it. And it's like, what? Why are you so mad about it? You know, what is so bothering to you that I would make that picture? That make that poster? I don't know. I don't know. But there's real hate in this world. It's a shame. But there's also real love. I don't want to focus on hate. There's a lot of love. And for all you black women out there that are watching right now, there is a lot of love out there for you. There's a lot of men that are just like me that love you, that will stand up for you, that will protect you, that will stand by you. And if you're one of those men, then let it be known in the comments below, because these women, you know, they receive a lot of hate from all men, you know. And there's a like I said, there's men from all walks of life and backgrounds and ethnicities. There's black men, there's white men, there's Hispanic men, there's Asian men that love you. You know, some people try to say that I'm racist because I'm always promoting interracial relationships, and that's not even true. I'm, you know, I have addressed that, if because people have asked me about interracial dating. So if that's what you want to do, then go for it. I'm not against that. But if you are for black love, then go for it. You know, I'm not against black love. I'm not against whatever you want to do. I am only here to tell you that there are millions of men, millions of black men, millions of white men, millions of Asian, Hispanic, Indian. There are millions of men that love black women, you know. And I hate when somebody gets in the comments and they're just like, he's trying to take all of our women, this and that. And it's like, no, man. I can't date every black woman in the world. I'm not trying to do that. I have a girlfriend as it is anyway. We've been together for 4 years. I'm not out here for any other reason other than, to let black women know that they're beautiful, they're loved, they're just as talented as anybody else. Because from what I've seen and heard, they're not told these things. And it seems like, from what I've heard, it is the darker complexion black women who get that hate the most. And I think that they're the most beautiful. That's my preference. I like the darker complexion women. Um, so I don't see why everybody is always hating on them. I don't get it. But I see the beauty in every black woman, no matter what shade you are. I think you're all beautiful. I think you're God's greatest gift to the earth. That's my opinion. That's my opinion. My wife, when my ex-wife, when we were married, I just posted a picture of her the other day. She's not dark skin complected. She's not very dark. So, I've dated girls from all complexions. So, um, you know, Alicia is dark complected. My ex-wife was not. So, it is what it is. There's, you know, yeah, I've been told that, D, and I, as for the question with a wife, I'm going to address that in a video. Um, I will say this: I'm not ready at the moment to get married, and I have some good reasons why. Because my marriage, when I was married, it was not good. And I know a few people have asked me that. A few people have been asking me for a while now, what happened with your marriage? What happened with your ex-wife, stuff like that. So there will be a video for that. And and I'm not gonna lie about anything, and I may just get her on the show so that we can both agree what happened. You know, so but my marriage was absolute hell. So it wasn't good. Um, and I know there's a lot of things that could be said about that. you know, and I think we were too young anyway. We got married very, very young at 19. I just turned 19. She was pregnant. She got pregnant, and I went out to the oil field in West Texas, Midland, to go work in the oil field to provide. And uh, so yeah. Oh, I did. I didn't know I did. Maybe I have then. But yeah, but it was both of us. I'm not gonna sit here and say that it was all her. I was not a good man either. I was not the man that y'all see today. I will say that I wasn't even a man based on how I was in my marriage. I was not a man. I was still a boy, and you know, I didn't learn to be a man till after that marriage was over, and I saw where I was wrong. You know, um, and I saw where she was wrong. A lot of bad things happen. You know, and I know God wasn't too happy with what my character was at the time. And that's why since then, I have repented of my sins, and I have turned my life completely around. And a lot of that has to do with my girlfriend now. I mean, she has taught me so much. I mean, even things about love, it's almost like you think you know what love is, and then you find real love, and then you're just like, wow, you know, I didn't even know I was missing this. I didn't even know what love was. I just thought love is a word, and, all those things. So, you know, can you clone me? I think a few people have tried to. But but the good news is there's men everywhere like me. They just and they come in all shapes, sizes, colors, creeds. Um, but the gist, the real message of this channel is that black women are loved. You are loved. You are very loved by many people. When I was in the UK, I saw so many interracial couples, you know. And of course, there's a lot of black couples, but there was a lot of interracial couples, and it was like mainly like Indian guys. I've never seen an Indian guy with a black woman here in America, so I was like kind of shocked when I went over there. There's so many of them. Lots of Indian guys. They love black women. I was like, all right, man, good. You guys know what's up. I am 31 now. 31 now. Got married at 18 and was done with after 7 years. Yep, that's how long mine lasted, 7 years. But we, uh, I want to say we pretty much separated after 3.5 years. That's kind of when the marriage started really going down, and, you know, um, yeah. But we'll get into that because like I said, if I'm going to get into that, then I want to be transparent with what happened. And there's a lot of lessons to be learned. If you're young and you're thinking about getting married, I don't want to discourage you from getting married, marriage is a wonderful thing if you're, you find the right person and, you make it work. But make sure you have the right person. And my advice would be, if you're fighting and arguing every day, do not get married. That is not love. That is not the right person. If he is um, acting very jealous of you, acting very, possessive over you, telling you you can't go here, you can't go there without him, that's a huge red flag. Do not do that. And same for young men. If you got a woman that's doing that to you, that's not gonna work out very well for you. It's just it's not. That was one of the things that I experienced in my marriage. You know, lots of stuff like that. When I hired Alicia on my crew, that was a huge problem, that I was working with another black woman. My wife did not agree with that at all, and that caused some huge problems with my marriage. So yeah, that's true. You definitely should not get married if you can't be friends. And we didn't even start out as friends. I just walked up to her one day in the hallway, didn't even really know her, and I was like, "Hey, want to go out?" She's like, "Yeah." And so, we just kind of got to know each other from that point on. Probably not a good thing to do either. Sometimes it's like that, but at least get to know somebody, before you make it official. But we had started dating in high school, you know. That was, I don't even know, that was after I dated Kiki. Um, yeah, after Kiki broke up with me. And then me and my wife were dating, and then we broke up, and then Kiki came back. So I know I made that video the other day, and I didn't go through all the details, but Kiki did come back. Me and Kiki did get back together a second time outside of high school. And this is before I was married. Um, so, we got back together for a little while. And then she broke up with me again because I was wanting to be with my ex-wife or whatever at the time. She was my girlfriend, ex-girlfriend. So I wanted to be back with her. So we got back together. And, so over the years, it was kind of like that. It was, it's kind of like her and Kiki, you know, one one year I'd be with her, and one next year I'd be with Kiki, and then I'd go back to her, and so stuff like that. You know, 2 thumbs up. So yeah, But maybe I'll go live one day. Maybe it'd be better to go live and talk about it. You know, maybe I'll just, I don't know. But I did talk about it. Excuse me, I talked to her about it the other day. I kind of threw the idea out there. I said, what if we do a video and put it on my channel? Because my ex-wife has never agreed to be on my channel. It's hard to get people to agree to be on my channel. So, I don't know. But I do want to get, you know, more people on here. So, I don't know what that was. Somebody's out there screaming. Hopefully everything's all right. Let's see. What does it say? What do you think men look for in a woman? Wow. That's a tough question. I mean, it's tough because there's so many men these days that only want one thing. And I feel like this world has really lost their moral compass. Um, man, I mean, I would just say, if everybody is being respectful to each other, that's the main thing that me and my girlfriend agreed on when we got together. I said, "Look, I come from a marriage where it was just fighting and arguing every single day, every minute of the day." and um and she was like, "We're not going to do that." And she's like, "I don't go for that." And she does it, you know. Um so we try to respect each other, and I think a real man, I think he would look for that in a woman, but I also think he would give that to a woman. So I don't think that he should look for anything in her that he can't first find in himself. If he wants a woman that's respectful, of course he does. Well, I would expect him to be respectful to her. If he wants her to treat him like a king, of course he would want that. Well, he better be treating her like the queen she is. You know, um, I think a man wants a woman who will cook and clean and keep the, kids taken care of, all that, but he better provide, and go to work. So I'm a very much a traditionalist in that sense. Um, I'm just that's just the way I am. I mean, that's what I would say. I mean, but again, I don't know. You know, hopefully that's how men would, think. Whatever they're expecting out of her, give it twice as much. If you want love, give love. If you want a friend, be a friend. That's my motto. You know, um, so let's see, just a couple more here. Joe, can you give me advice? All of my siblings are in a relationship, but I'm still single. It hurts because I get lonely, but how can I feel about that? Um, well, the thing is, I mean, you really you don't want to rush into a relationship either. I mean, there were times when I was in like middle school, all my friends, which weren't many, honestly, I didn't have a lot. I had like two or three friends at one point. That was like the most I ever had, but all of them had girlfriends, and they had girlfriends for 2 years. And I would look in the mirror at myself that night. I was like 12 and 13 years old, and I would look at myself and I would say to myself, what's wrong with me? Is something wrong with me? Am I ugly? Why does nobody want to date me? Because I was asking girls out, but I was being rejected like time after time after time. There were a few girls that I really wanted to be with, and one I sat in choir next to, and she would not date me for nothing. So I went to this other girl, and she wouldn't date me. So I'd go to the skating rink and try to talk to girls, and nobody wanted me. So I was jealous a little bit, because I'm sitting here and I'm like a third wheel, um, so I didn't understand it. So I mean, I understand how you feel, So I mean, like I said, I went a couple years with the same thing. Everybody around me had a girlfriend. They're all going out on dates. And it's like the more they go out on dates with their girlfriends, they don't hang out with me as much. I'm like, "Hey man, you want to go to the movies this weekend?" "No, I'm going out with my girlfriend." And I'm like, "Oh, dude, well, what am I gonna do?" And they're like, "Well, go get you one." I'm like, "Well, I can't. I think I'm ugly as hell or something. I don't know what the hell's wrong with me." But but in the third year of middle school, things changed for me, and I got a girlfriend, and so that was cool. But I mean, just I would say just try not to get discouraged, because you don't want to get into a relationship where somebody's bad for you. You don't want to come at it from like a desperate um, kind of like point of view or whatever, because I do know people that do that all the time, and it's not ever a good thing. There's someone in particular that does it like all the time, and just keeps meeting bad man after bad man after bad man, and it's just terrible, the things that she's gone through. So I would say just keep praying. You know, I met my girlfriend. We met on Facebook, on the dating app on Facebook. it's kind of a safer alternative than some of these things, because some of these other apps, you know what men are looking for, and that's all they want. Facebook is a little bit different. You know, you can talk to somebody, you can even FaceTime them. You know, so I would suggest that route if you're having a hard time with it. You know, you just go through there and swipe who you like, who you don't like, whatever. And if you match, then just start talking. You know, that's how we did it. We talked for like a month before we even met up. You know, so really get to know somebody. So that would be my best advice. Do it that way. You know, really get to know who you're talking to before you even meet them. Uh, let's see. Yeah, yeah, it's true. Reading these comments, a lot of this is true. You're welcome. Absolutely welcome. You know, and I mean, it takes, you know, and I'm not the wisest person, so, you know, I'm not a dating guru or anything like that, but I try to learn from every relationship I've ever been in. You know, my girlfriend, I look at her like she's so wise. She knows so much stuff. I mean, it's just like, wow. Like I said, and I'll keep saying I've learned so much stuff from her. I learned a lot about Alicia when I was dating Alicia. You know, I used to look at Alicia like, man, she's got great advice, and she did. You know, not to take away from her, but she had great advice. But you know, my girlfriend is a little more experienced in the world, and she's given me some really solid advice and really good ways of looking at things, even when things don't work out. You know, she told me one time, I was telling her all the past relationships that didn't work out and how this happened and that happened. And she was like, well, you know, out of everybody you've been with, they were there for that time. And that's what you needed at the time. God sent those to you at the time. That is what you needed. And she said, from every relationship you've walked away from, you take something away from that. You know, there's a lesson that can be learned. And I was just like, I'd never heard that. So now I'm sharing it with y'all, you know. But I mean, and I know a couple of men. I know one man in particular who, man, he's like my brother. I promise you. His name is Ralph Garrett, and this dude, this is the wisest man I have ever met in my life. I mean, he's going to be the one directing my movie as well. I mean, he's on fire for God. Just some of the things he tells me, I just can't even. I'm like, dude, where do you get this information? Like, it's like God just tells him exactly what to say to me when I'm going through something. So, uh, you know, I just hope that I can be that man, you know, because he's in his 50s, mid 50s. And, you know, we got to listen to people like that. You know, I used to be so stubborn. I didn't take advice from anybody. I thought I knew it all. I was one of those dudes. I thought I knew everything. You know, even when I started construction, I didn't even want people telling me how to build a house. I thought, oh man, my dad was a carpenter. I should already know how to do this because I'm a man. Stupid. That's not how it works. You gotta learn. You know, you gotta. So, yep, that's right. That's right. That's right. So, but yeah, I mean, I've really enjoyed this time with y'all and being live. We've been live for 73 minutes and 54 seconds. We got 32 people watching, but it is time for me to hop off of here. Um, you know, and like I said, I'm going to try to have Ralph on my show because, man, and he's got a YouTube channel as well. And he's just a great guy, man. I'm telling y'all, he's an actor. He's the guy. If y'all saw my SWAT team video, it's a short that I posted. He's the other guy with the gun, you know, up against the wall. But man, that's right. That's right, Thelma. Absolutely, I agree. So, but I'm gonna hop off here. I want to thank each and every one of you for coming tonight and spending time with me on this live. Yeah, it's been great. Thank you for all the questions. You know, there were times in this live where there were some comments that I did see that I did not respond to for good reason. some of them needed to be kicked out. And thank you all for the ones who did remove the trolls that were coming through here, because there were a few at times talking about my appearance and stuff like that. Just hating. But that's what they do. Haters are gonna hate. So, but thank you to all of you who jumped on that very quickly and removed that. I appreciate that, because there were some racist comments in here, and there's no need for any of that stuff. So let's keep it clean while we're live, and we'll be good. That's right. Let's just keep the positivity going. All right. Well, anyway, I want to say thank you to each and every one of you. I love y'all. Y'all be safe out there. It's a crazy world. Stay protected. Please pray for your families. Be protected. Everything in this crazy world. And like I said, I might go live again tomorrow. I'm not sure what time. Might be in the morning or something like that. But I'm planning on it. So if you missed this live, tune in tomorrow, because you never know. I just might go live and you might see that notification. So until next time, everybody, I'm Joe Jones. This is the Cup of Joe Show. And this has just been your daily dosage. See y'all later.